That party, actually, I'll tell you, I'm gonna give them a little insight. Well, they're all friends, they're not gonna tell people.
Be careful, Jensen.
This is my impersonation of a Twitter person.
Jensen, you should have used that in Twitter.
This is my impression of an Italian Twitter person.
Go ahead. Our location supervisor has a giant case. It looks like an assassin's toolkit, like a giant sniper rifle would go in it. It's aluminum case in which he opens it up. This big. It's filled with tequila, the finest tequila, which he opens up at the rap party. He has these shot glasses, which are about 10 shots.
By the front door, so it's like before you even got to the coat check.
It's like coat check that book. And at one point, evidently, one of the we were at this bar downtown, and one of the PAs working on the show tried to pick up a newspaper vending machine and throw it through the front windows of the bar.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, the tequila worked.
Did I say you?
There's a lot of stuff like that happening.
There's a lot of stuff like that. I had one of our day calls, which are crew people that kind of come in here and there when we're running low or we need some extra hands on set. And I'd seen this guy around. He'd been there a few times. He wasn't part of the normal crew that are there every day. He kind of comes in every now and again. The big, tall, black guy with the dreads. Yeah. So he's at the rep party, and he comes up, and he's got like this big, like glass of something, and he's like, hey man, hey, you gotta try this. This is so good. It's so good. And I'm like, oh, what was your name again? And he's like, I'm Ryan. I'm like, you gotta try this. It's so good, man. It's so good. and then he hasn't really looked at me yet. And I'm like, you know what, Ryan, I'm good. But thanks for all your hard work this season, And he's like, what? And he lifts his hat a little bit, he goes, oh, it's you. Just like mortified. But the best part was one of our camera assistants, who is there every day, who is, kind of family to us.
Is this the 7-Eleven?
No.
Okay.
Was standing right there and saw that whole thing happen, and so the next day he was just like, oh, it's you. And we got a kick out of that. Yeah, there was
One of the dolly operators across I was at the 7-Eleven. 2 o'clock in the morning, getting some water, heading home. And the bar was on one corner of an intersection. 7-Eleven is on the corner right across the street. I was coming out of the 7-Eleven and the dolly.
So you would walk out of the bar, made a right,
cross
the street and into the 7-Eleven.
I'm coming out of the 7-Eleven and I see Gilmore hopping out of a cab, paying the taxi driver, having driven across the street.
no longer than from this wall to this wall.
Yeah. He took a cab about 30 feet, paid the taxi driver left. That was the ride he needed.
So this is all I can think of that happened. He walked out of the bar, he was like, I needed some water. And he saw a taxi and he's like, take me to the nearest 7-Eleven. And the taxi driver drove 40 feet, stopped, we're here, sir. Okay, thanks, here you go.
That'll be $100.
And the greatest thing about that is one of the other infamous rap parties was at another place. And the same guy was out on the patio, drunk again. And I was like, hey, Gilmore, what's up, man? He's like, this is awesome. This is like my neighborhood place, man. I come here all the time. I'm like, really? You live around here? He's like, yeah, see that white building right up? That's where I live. I could have walked here. And I'm like, could have? Did you not? No! But it's right there, I could have walked. So, apparently he doesn't walk short distances. And that solidified it, was the 7-Eleven cab trip. There you go, there's some stories for you.
Thank you so much,
Sure.
guys.
Hi.